Friday forecast. Congratulations, Husker Nation. You have made it through the offseason. We will have football in week 0, and we will have fans in the stands. Sean Callahan, let's talk about this matchup. On paper, the Huskers, man, camp couldn't gotten done soon enough when at least that's what it sounded like on Monday.
Yeah, I think everyone's just ready to turn the page. It's been a long offseason. It was a late spring, so they got, didn't have as much downtime, but I think these guys are ready. I think there's just a hunger and a real opportunity, I think, for Nebraska football, Andy, playing week 0, and they'll get to do it 2 years in a row, maybe in Ireland next year. We hope Ireland. We're hoping that we're doing this stand-up in Ireland at this time next year.
Yeah. I was saying the thing that took me is that everybody to a man up there talked about the opportunity, about playing a Power 5 team, a conference game in week 0, and there's not many games Saturday that all eyes of the college football world will be on Nebraska and Illinois, something that couldn't be said if it was in mid-October.
Right. I mean, this Nebraska-Illinois game, the reason you play week 0 is it kind of brings you up a couple stages, and this is the only game that's on a 3-letter network. It's the only nationally televised college football game that will be on over-the-air television, and it's a 12 noon game on Fox. So, I think a lot of people, they have an opportunity to change some opinions of Nebraska football.
Yeah, what do you think the nation will see, especially on offense, and a remolded Adrian Martinez?
Yeah, I think you're going to see a quicker, more decisive Martinez. He's going to have better receivers. He's going to hopefully have more depth in the backfield. That's been a big problem. I mean, they've started the last 2 years with an idea how to run the football, Dedrick Mills, maybe Maurice Washington in 2019, and that just hasn't materialized. I think now with Gabe Ervin and Marquise Stepp and Sevion Morrison, they feel like they have a real plan to run the football, and the receivers are better. There's just no other way to say it. They have improved that position as much as any on this football team.
Yeah, Nebraska hoping maybe somebody steps up like Divine Ozigbo did it back in 2018. On defense, man, this team is loaded with veterans. The black shirts, they handed out 12 of them on Monday. It never gets old. They talk about how meaningful having that practice jersey is, and now it's time to keep that black shirt.
Yeah, you look, I'll start with the front 7, Andy. I think the depth is there, and that's the difference. Really they are 14 to 16 deep on that front 7 when you look at what they have to work with, and I don't know if you could have always have said that. We know the secondary, those 3 main starters, Cam Taylor, Britt, Deontay Williams, and Markello Smuke, those 3 guys aren't going to come off the field. The other spot we still don't really know. I think Quentin Newsome is where I lean. But, yeah, it's a good-looking group. They have depth. They have options. I think you're going to see a better pass rush because they have more guys that can pass rush this year.
Yeah, with JoJo Doman, Caleb Tanner, and who knows who else will step up into that role. I think they have a lot of options. What do you think about Illinois? They got a new head coach. They've scored on an average about 40 a game against Nebraska the past couple of years, but Brett Bielema is a different kind of coach.
Yeah, everyone always just lumps him in as he's going to run the Wisconsin offense. People forget Brett Bielema was brought to Wisconsin as a defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. He was a defensive coordinator for Bill Snyder at Kansas State as well. So he's going to bring his defensive concepts to Champaign. Offensively, they're going to run a lot of what Appalachian State did. That's a lot of the base concepts and ideas, and then they're going to have a new spin on that. They're going to probably modify some of those things to what works in the Big Ten, maybe some more pro-style elements added to what this coordinator from Illinois is going to bring to the table. And as Scott Frost said, it's guesswork. You don't really know, so you have to kind of look at everything possible that's out there.
Yeah, Brett Bielema started his career as an Illinois high school player, played college at Iowa as a D lineman, coached at Wisconsin, and now is at Illinois. He's hit half of the Big Ten West. What do you expect Saturday, Sean, and moving forward, what would surprise you?
I expect on Saturday a lot of Husker fans in attendance. I just think there's a hunger for fans to go watch a game in person. It's been since 2019, since the general public has been able to see a game. So I think we'll see a lot of red make the trip. It's an easy trip. What else is going on? It's not Labor Day weekend yet. Nothing else really to compete against it. So I think we'll be surprised how many fans venture into Champaign. I like this matchup for Nebraska. I really do. I'm picking Nebraska. I'm not going to give my score yet, but I'm going to pick Nebraska just because I think they've got a real advantage being a fourth-year system with a lot of veteran guys going against, yes, a veteran Illinois team, but a team with new coaches, new systems, new schemes, and this won't be easy for them in their first time out going against a Big Ten West opponent.
Certainly seems like Nebraska has something to prove, and we saw 2 years ago thousands of Husker fans leave Memorial Stadium in Champaign happy. We'll see what happens as the Huskers about a touchdown favorite to beat Illinois. It's a noon kickoff on Fox this Saturday.